take you on a field trip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hey,
just
can we
saying.
get that? I know you just. I know what you just saying. Can we get that? Keep it a Google.
Nah, fuck all that. We ain't doing all that.
Oh, so you said tripping. So you said tripping.
And we don't do that sex tripping.
Okay.
Keep it a Google.
Niggas.
Google
Hey,
gang.
if
My
I want to rap
niggas.
from it, I'm requesting this shit. Keep it a Google, nigga. That nigga
Right
said this
on, my
shit
nigga.
go. This shit go.
My niggas.
It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you miss your me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google, keep it a Google. Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow a succession. Spot a most easty. No mistake in the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Kiwe, BS and BS. Killing on the track in a black box. Never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, I count in another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama. Better keep that shit a Google.
It's that Easty shit right there.
First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you miss your me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep
Blue
it a
Smurf.
Google.
What it do, BS?
Keep
It's
it a
my boy
Google,
finna kick his shit.
you better keep it a Google.
Northside Long Beach, Mac Mafia.
Better keep it a Google. Keep
Hey,
it a
FTI, just hit your DM,
Can't
man.
keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off the act and dropped the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the game. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped niggas. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang. Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a
Keep it a
Google.
Google.
Better keep it a
Keep it a
Google.
Google.
Keep it a Google. Google gang.
That nigga said keep it a Google.
Keep it a Google, man. My niggas.
Hey, yeah, shout out to the whole Google gang, man. Baymac in the building, man. We got
Right on.
SPI. We got Yael. Shout out and salute to Bo Money, Shay News. You know what I'm saying? Pop LQ, Kenny the Kingpin up in the building, man. And we are here to talk about this situation, man, and this surreal situation that happened at Dockweiler Beach. A little kid, 16 years old, a melanated little kid, was stomped out and stabbed up at the beach by what appear to be some Mexicans. I don't know if they were Southsiders. I don't know what hood they from, but they did that dude like they really wanted to kill that dude, as a 16-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? And
That shit
so
was fucked up.
I look at that shit like that could be my little nephews.
Son.
You understand what I'm saying? So
That was
if
my
it could be
son.
your sons. So now nigga look at the situation and what he done sacrificed representing this Damu shit. And I'm quite sure the Kiwi is looking at it like that.
Yep.
Nigga put it
Yep.
all on the line for that, but we ain't gonna put it all on the line for these kids. You understand
Mm,
what I'm saying? For our nephews and nieces.
Facts.
When
mm.
when it come to protecting the community, patrolling the hood and shit, a lot of that shit derived from the structure of the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Against police brutality and any outsider that came into our neighborhood with ill intentions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In this case, this is a public setting. Dockweiler Beach is a gangbang beach.
Right.
I don't even go to Dockweiler. Man, I went to Dockweiler, Damu Rider picnics and shit like that. Hood days, 20 hood days,
We
Black
used to
Stone.
ride our bikes from the set to Dockweiler. That was a regular
Damu
nice.
Kiwe
Goddamn right.
Straight up
Conversations.
Imperial.
Yeah, stay down.
Was what we
So
said. Leave on one bike, come back with two. Come
Come back
back
with
holding
two.
on the side, on the scent.
Yeah.
has everybody seen the video up top? The link is up top. If you ain't seen the video, caution. It is violent and it's hard to see. But now on some real G shit, man, as a man, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker look like, do a motherfucker really gotta put it all on the line? Y'all think that y'all gonna do our kids like this?
um, well, I feel like there's an element of the generations having to, because I think kids did kids, right?
I don't know how old those dudes was. None of that information has come out to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. Well, the level of the damage from the clip I saw, it seemed like they was equivalent in age to just the impact. It just seemed like it was people around that same age. I can't say though.
Right. I'm saying this, right?
Uh,
Like nobody didn't hear nothing about were these little kids active members or
right,
what community they grew up with because there definitely needs to be accountability. I remember in South Central with all the racial tensions still under the surface, um, they started beating up the Mexican and immigrant vendors, right?
right,
Yeah, correct.
It's against our politics to even really put that type of DPs and shit on video, but the Hoovers wanted to make a statement that they wasn't with uh
right,
targeting innocent people within the community of no race. So they DP'd
right.
them publicly. So I think that we really need to keep our ears to the street and make sure that we get some kind of understanding who these kids was and make sure that the people hold them accountable.
Well, who do we respect as far as a content creator on that side that can perhaps look into it and try to locate the identity of
Well, I can't speak
where
for
they
none of
from?
those dudes because just
Uh,
their whole ideology is based upon
yeah,
white supremacy and racism.
yeah. It won't get ears up, like
Mm,
and
right,
especially
right, right.
asking them for
Some
some type of understanding or discipline. That's
One thing I understand, bro, about them is the only time we got along is when they understood the threat of violence. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? A lot of them was just look at it, bro. They pay taxes to serving to a nigga that ain't from their hood, probably never been in their hood, to be able to hustle in their own community, bro.
right, right,
yeah, fact.
And we the bad guy. They always made us the bad guy. They was founded behind a white boy and got an alliance with the Aryan Brotherhood. Figure that, bro.
right.
So the hate that's being embedded into the minds of these young dudes coming up in the ranks, coming home from penitentiaries and all of this is a manifestation of that.
Mm,
Especially considering that a lot of them have adapted our culture. They dress like us. You know, like in our generation, I remember the essay was Ben Davis, hair slick
yeah,
back or a bald head, Nike Cortez
with the hair net on,
with the
Yeah,
hair net on.
nylon belts. House shoes, Cortez. Yep.
Yeah, but this is a deep subject, man. And I was going through some of the comments because I really wanted to see, how people within the community feel, because I know a lot of people also on our side have racism embedded into them, whether their experiences with that community was negative. You could go to those growing up in the South Los and the Hoovers. You could go to the Longos and the Babies and the Crips out there, even the SOSs. You
Mm.
could go to the East Side with y'all in the Florencia,
Separate
Yes,
changes,
sir.
the West Side
Compton,
with eight
Compton with the seven O's and
seven
all
seven
that.
O's
O's.
and the
Yep,
T flats
Flats.
yep.
Yeah.
and the T flat. You could go to the Bloods on the West Side against the 18th Street.
The show lines and the thresh A's, the Venice thresh A's and the Culver City thresh A's.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about that? I was in there when the show lines got their indictment, the boy Airhead and shit in the Fed, and I
Yeah.
got to read the paperwork. They called in reinforcements from all different Sereno gangs in the Valley, East LA.
Wow.
To combat the show lines. The show lines really, really was on their business, bro.
Hey, S man was over there with all that money. They was doing
Yeah,
their shit.
yeah. I was in the feds with Lil S Man.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So was in there with that nigga too.
You remember my football
Yeah, that was my boy.
in MDC.
Yeah, and I was in the
Always
yard.
trying to get high.
I
That
was in
nigga
the
wants
yard with
some
my boy
weed.
too. Spider, what's up, my boy J Box? Man, that was my dog right there.
He out. J Box out.
Yeah, that was my nigga right there. Boy, he's a real
Yeah.
one,
Yeah, he a real one. That's the
a real
GO.
one, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Those type of racial tensions, and I'm not saying we was angels in the situation because we grew up practicing our knockout on Mexicans in the hood.
Exactly. I always like to
Hey,
keep that in mind, bro.
You
And
know
the
what I'm
and the chick
saying?
and the chicken
That's
wing choke
before
out.
gangbanging.
Yeah, the bullshit robbery at times. Just catch them going in there. We want the wallet, choke them out, all of those shit. We did all that shit.
And even in the hood, like before we was gangbanging, the homies, like the G homies, wouldn't let us rob no black people in the neighborhood.
Yep. Yep. It was always as long as it ain't black. You right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that was somebody mama. We snatched purses, somebody property.
Exactly.
We snatched them boots up off his foot.
Exactly. That's the element niggas be forgetting. And certain motherfuckers grew up knowing their people was getting did like that. And now they feel we was doing them like that in the county jail when I first started going damn near
Oh,
too.
you went there when they still had the coin bags and shit?
Yeah, money, the money, money bags and all that. Yep. The white
Oh
boys
yeah,
really didn't have a chance.
yeah.
See,
Nah,
but I
the G.
remember. I
Go
didn't mean to
ahead.
interrupt, but I remember those days, y'all. But check this out. We wasn't stabbing and beating teens. We wasn't
No,
taking it that far. We was probably robbing them, knocking them out here and there. But and you know what I'm saying. But we wasn't like jumping them and stabbing them and doing almost taking
no.
it to the point of a fatality.
No,
They
You
were
know
no.
what I'm
You
older.
saying?
They were.
In
They were.
reference,
We were kids and we was terrorizing their adults. You right.
hey,
exactly. So it's a
Yeah.
different
that
dynamic.
is a major difference. But don't act like old Jose didn't used to carry screwdrivers when we was carrying Mac
Right.
10s and shit, nigga.
Man,
Right.
I got a homeboy Roscoe paralyzed now from fucking around like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I mean it was always repercussion. It wasn't for free. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we did do that and you know what I'm saying? But that was some time ago for all of us. All of us about the same age. We're talking
True.
about right now.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
One of our
Pop LQ,
babies,
I don't want to
No,
negate.
you right,
Uh,
LQ.
I don't
uh-huh.
want to negate or minimize the extent of the injuries and how severe they was. I wasn't saying that to say that. I was trying to give understanding of where this hate probably derived from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, we
saying?
know where it derived from. That's that Aryan ideology. Let's just be
Mm.
100.
That's what
You
I
know what I'm
said.
saying?
Yep.
And we don't know exactly what that incident, like like what someone mentioned, Dockweiler is a gang member. Beach had been for some time, so we don't know if they was up there for retaliation. but it's like the information is suppressed. I haven't crossed any. I've been making phone calls on behalf of this incident, and I can't
Mm,
find know anyone from our community that know anything, except
wow.
for I know the victim and whoever was with him must know something.
So
So, but
are you aware of who the victim is? You in touch with his people?
nah, that's what I'm working on right now, trying to get to the bottom of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure, the ones Johnny is all over it because it's
Yeah.
major news. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Shout
major
out to
news.
that young man though, man. He got took
Yes.
foot to face and all that.
What's his name? What's the youngster's name?
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I gotta get that right now. Then I'll Google that up. But yeah, it's just like this is incident like that. We have to address this, y'all, as a community. We
Yeah.
gotta go to the front. We gotta meet this head on. We can't be silent and just talking about it. We gotta let them know that that's not gonna be tolerated or it's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
happen again.
yeah,
And
that's
that's the
that's
problem
true.
now. It's no unified response when things like this happen from our end.
Right.
Let it been one of them, and I bet you they would have been hearing
Yep.
something. It would have been an
Yep.
outcry, protest, and some type
But
of response to that.
I also think the way that they um tap into our culture in general and headlines and everything that got on to do with us, I think it's a responsibility for them to show some, be proactive and outspeaking. Like that ain't cool, and they need to show a type of a stance because
Well,
our anger can only beget anger, bro. They should
yeah.
be indignant about that initially to show us,
Yeah, facts.
like you say, how the Hoovers played it. They got out ahead of it and they showed what they was gonna do about it, and they did that. You feel me?
hmm Well, I think that we really need to get to the bottom of it, and as a community, we need to address this issue as a community and let them know that this won't be tolerated, even if it was some other kids, because this can trigger some. You know
Damu
what I'm saying?
Kiwe Conversations.
Well, I know your train of thought, your mind frame. So let me know when you get a plan of action. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, I've just been doing the research because, like I said, we don't know the youngster or what location he was from, and none of that
He
is
might
even
not
really
even
matters.
they might not even been gangbangers. That's what I don't
Right.
want to get into is to stereotype.
Yeah, exactly,
You
exactly.
know
True.
what
The
I'm
little
saying?
boy,
Because I can hear them now. You see how they just assume they were
True.
cholos. Nah, we,
True.
we 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 need to get down to the bottom of it, find out who that is and who his people is. Because bro, that with all of that underlying shit, what we said before, bro, that shit is a boiling pot.
Yes, it
Yep.
is, and it could be addressed because they will discipline their own. We all know that, which
Yep.
probably already happened. Who knows?
Yeah, I seen a
But
lot of comments saying Rasa don't support this in the comments of the initial video.
no, I don't think they support it overall as a whole. It's
Uh,
always those splintered factions
of
that
course.
that does that because it was racial. It was, we heard the racial disparities inside of, when you watch the video and all that. So like you said, but even if they weren't gang members, they definitely taking part in some gang activity, doing
Right.
it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I look at it from this perspective. Like I tell my producer and I tell people that I know, I always expect a person to be who they is. You get what I'm saying? And the sad part about that is that when it comes to other cultures, we're not the same. We can compare and contrast a few things.